Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
I am doing wonderful. It is such a foggy, misty kind of morning today. It felt like Sleepy Hollow walking the kids to the bus stop.
Yeah, it was super foggy all over. And I was like, hey, that's a perfect time for me to go hunting. So I'm going to go sit in the stand.
That's Gary's favorite pastime this time of year since he got all of his duckies in order. It's his first year doing it. So, of course, you know.
It's going to be, slow going, but I have a feeling that next year it's going to be even that much better.
Well, yeah, like David was saying, it takes a little bit of time to like establish yourself, and establish like figuring out where they're coming and going from and all that stuff. So yeah, it does take a little bit of time.
It does take a little bit.
That's all right. He gets to go spend some time in the blind and have a nice relaxing morning and
enjoy my coffee.
And I do the computer stuff in the morning, and then we meet up, and now we're doing Real Talk.
I get to catch up on all my YouTube videos and comments that you guys leave and everything, and I might not comment back, but I at least read them. Okay.
He'll heart them once in a while.
Every now and then I'll heart them. But for the most part, I'm like, all right, what are people saying? Yeah. Let me just check in, because I know my wife she's already commenting back to some of them, and I've had it happen in the past where I went to go comment and she commented pretty much the same thing I commented. So I was like, well, I'm sort of not doing anything productive here.
See, when you're spending time in the blind, I'd like you to take one of those things off of my plate. Go for it. Please do. I have a lot to do, so
maybe I will start commenting a little bit more here and there.
Yeah.
But I have been catching up and everything else like that, and it makes it nice for that blind, because I'm just sitting there waiting,
chilling,
and
waiting on a deer,
trying to be quiet as possible. But we are down here at the rabbit hutch area.
Yeah, we're actually gonna unwrap them real quick. Mama is due tomorrow.
Yes.
So
it could have happened last night with the way that the weather is and everything else, right? And the dew points, but probably not. It's her first time around, so she's probably gonna take the full allotment.
We'll see. Look at, even these stupid ladybugs got under here.
Yep. I don't see no kits in there yet.
No, but there's a ton of fur.
There is a ton of fur in there.
Hi, Mama.
She's getting nervous, and she's gonna go inside her home.
There she is in the hole.
It makes me happy.
See, she does go in there, guys, and look at all that fluffy fur. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama.
Careful.
I don't want to.
She might bite you.
I know. That's okay. If she bites me, that's okay. That's what I get for touching her and bothering her.
Inside her nest.
Yeah, that's what I get. Serves me right, huh, Mama? Huh, Marshmallow? Ooh, you did bite me.
Like I said,
me right.
I would just let her be.
I just want to give her some love.
I know. Let her come out. She'll come out.
It's just any day now. I know it. Any day now. But yeah, we did put some straw in there, guys. So she does have some straw to kind of like help with the nest.
It's okay. I know. You're okay. She's a little skittish of you.
I know. Well, I haven't really been out here showing her some love in like this last week. Honestly, I've been in there Matrix fighting the battle.
You're okay.
And as you guys saw on yesterday's video, I finally was able to get that video out for you guys. I put it up on SimpleLifeReclaimed. The battle is won, but the war continues. So I was able to get it up enough to where I could put something out. So if you guys missed it, we did put a video out on SimpleLifeReclaimed of our Thanksgiving recap. We're going to be doing a lot of filming today. We've got some big plans today. We'll get into that in a minute.
She's calmed down quite a bit now.
Yeah.
You're okay. All right, well.
She's got food here?
Yep, she's got food. She needs water. I have swapped out the automatic waters for the nipplers. Every other day I've got to come out here and triple check on them. And they all got food still. I know, you guys want some water, huh? What's up, buddy?
You hear our roosters
What's up,
too?
Buddy?
The crow war continues.
Yeah, these guys are looking at me like, what the heck? Why aren't you filling up the waters yet? You would have already been done.
I know. There you go, Mama.
These rabbits and I have a good routine. They get to see me. I give them a little bit of loving and petting, and they know I'm not going to mess with them. So,
here, I got you.
You got that?
I got you. I got you.
But that makes me happy that she's making her bedding, you know?
Yeah.
That was a little stressful when I was like, man, she hasn't made her bedding yet at all. And when you told me, hey, time frames, I screwed up. I was like, that explains everything.
That makes sense.
So I'm glad that she's got her nice bedding. That's perfect for her. And the way that it's buttoned up and everything right here, it will allow her to, you know, be out of the wind, and inside of there it'll be out of the wind. And being that it's plastic, it will definitely keep a lot of that heat in there a little bit better. So. Yeah.
So there is something that Gary and I are planning on doing. Well, we're probably going to get it done this weekend. This grow out pen right here, how we have it set up, it's really nice and we really like it. And in the summertime, you know, we had that 5-gallon water bucket set up right there, and then it was feeding both of the cages. It worked out really nice. But here's the thing. So the squeaky wheel got the grease, and I have been talking with the patio well company, the same company that sent us that shed, and they have graciously given us another one. So we're going to be setting that up this weekend, and we're going to put it over here so that way it can have all of the garden tools in it, and then we can take all of the rabbit feed from down inside the horse trailer and put it all in one spot, so we won't have to go down there, pick up the rabbit feed. All of our garden tools will be right here. So it's going to make life a lot easier for us. And we really like the company. We really like their product. It's a win-win situation. So Gary and I were talking, and we haven't fully decided on where exactly we want it in this area, but this is the area that it's going to be in. Now, on the one hand, we talked about moving the grow out pen and putting it right in front and making kind of like a little hallway right here. And so that way the cages both face each other.
And then not only that, it will protect this main cage from the northern winds. And that's partly why we have the tarp on it. If it was flipped the other way, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because of that wind block, you know, and that's the big thing. I mean, that's huge out in the West Coast area where we are, or where we're from and everything. So trying to build that wind block and everything.
Yeah. So we're thinking that we might just put it like essentially right here. But the thing is that we have this water spigot right here. And I don't know if it's going to be too close, like cutting it too close and making the hallway too narrow because, you know, of the size of the things. So there's another idea though, that we leave everything how it is, and then we put the shed up maybe right over here where like these tires are. So the opening goes this way, and you know, we can just go in this way and grab our stuff and then go over there and go over there to the garden and so forth. And then the third option is just right next door to where that is right now. So we got option 1, 2, 3. Option 3 is the easiest because we don't have to move any of the other pens. We don't have to do anything like that. I just don't know if I'm going to like it there forever. And those things, although they're easy to set up, the foundation of them is what really honestly is the big pain in the butt. For us, for that foundation, it's going to be a lot of shovel life reclaiming it up, a lot of rocks and yeah. So I don't know what we want to do. We're open to suggestion. We haven't fully decided yet. What are you mostly leaning towards, babe? Option 1, 2, or 3?
I am more leaning towards moving this back just ever so slightly because we do have like about 3 feet.
Yeah, there is
back there.
There is some space between that leg and the berm.
So I mean, when we do that, I think when we go to move it over and everything else like that, I'm going to just set it back a little bit further, and then at that point we'll bury them or get a post into the ground itself to actually stabilize and make sure it doesn't go anywhere, which I'm glad that we haven't done that yet.
Well, this is why we haven't done it yet.
Exactly. I'm like, if I do it and then we have to move it, that's not going to be fun.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do it until we're finalized. Like, yes, we're happy with where it is, you know, so... I'm glad we haven't.
Yeah.
So we'll move that back, I think, and we'll just move this guy right over here, and we'll continue off the roof of these guys, and we can build off of it and make like a nice.
Yeah, but that won't happen until January.
Well, yeah, that won't happen until later. Right now. Yeah. Exactly. But that shed could go right here.
You want the shed right there?
I'm thinking that will be the best layout per se, so that way when we do get the feed and everything else, it's all right here. The in-ground garden is going to be right here. You know, we are going to have the solar or the greenhouse over there on the end. So if we do that, it should help out. And if we need anything to be super shaded, it will be nice to have a building right here that will cast some shade. So
that's true.
I think that this is going to be the best spot. However, if we measure and everything lines up, right next to that spigot isn't a bad idea either.
Yeah, like right here. We're going to obviously move our trash, burn barrels and stuff, but like from here to there. I don't know. Right now, we're still kind of figuring it out. Gary is going to be the main decider of these things.
Well, the tape measure is going to be the main decider of those things. But yes. I think it's either here or there. I mean, in all reality. So. Okay,
so leave us a comment and let us know what you guys think we should do. But we are going to be getting on that this weekend. This week coming up, we are going to start, like when I say this week, starting Monday, because we have plans for this weekend already with all these other little things we got to finish tying up.
Yep.
But this Monday, we are going to start working super duper hard on the kids' playhouse.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. We got we've got everything that we basically need for this guy, so we should be able to get her rolling.
Yeah.
There's nothing holding us up other than us.
Yeah.
So.
And I think this weekend, since we already have kind of things that we need to wrap up, we're just going to focus on wrapping that up. And then come Monday, that would, I guess, start the 3-week push to get everything done, because that's 3 weeks until Christmas. So I think that we're going to be able to do it. Yes, I know it's a lot to put on ourselves and everything, but I think that we'll be able to do it.
I think we'll be fine. I think this was the last rain for a while. I've been, keeping up on Ryan Hall, y'all.
Yeah, Ryan Hall, y'all.
And not only that, but I use NOAA, so that's any weather service that you ever have or anything else, they're using the same data that NOAA has. That's the National Ocean Atmospheric, whatever, something else.
That's like the satellites.
Correct.
For the government and stuff.
Correct. So we use that and we keep up on everything else, and Ryan Hall is pretty dang accurate right there, and he's with it. So.
And right now we're not predicting any more rain for our area. We should have pretty mild weather. Like right now we're not even wearing the coats, long johns, but
it's supposed to be a super warm December.
Yeah, well, we'll see. That sounds good for our plans and what we've got going on.
Correct. So
well, our roosters are getting pretty mouthy around here. What's up, guys? We've got one up there on the perch.
Yep.
Oh, you gonna flap for us? Hey. Hey.
Those guys are really liking the perches, man.
Yeah, they do. Look at the group over there in the back.
They're holding that one. There you go, buddy.
There you go.
And then I've seen them using this one over here.
Yeah, they were just on that one too.
So I think what I'll do is I'll probably end up doing a couple more, like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's mouthy.
I'll probably end up doing another 2 perches on that pole, but go this way with it.
The other direction.
Do the middle of each.
Well, I wanted to show. That sounds like a good idea, baby. Yeah. My brain scrolled off for a second. No, you're good.
You're good.
Can you open the gate? Because I got a camera in one hand and a coffee in the other. I wanted to show you guys because we did have the kids coming out and helping us in the video that we posted yesterday with the Thanksgiving wrap up. We were able to finish the roof here for the Pecker Palace.
They got a roof.
They got a roof, guys. And there was something that I don't think showed very good enough because, we kind of time-lapsed that part of the video. I want to show you guys something about the roof. So if you guys check this out. Here, baby. Hold that, and I'm gonna be Vanna White here.
All right.
All right.
Here, I'll go lower so that way I can see.
All right. So right here, guys, is the netting that covers the whole run. And we actually built the roof on top of the netting. So this portion right here, because there was somebody that had commented about like weasels or something getting in there, and they can't. Nope. They'd have to get through the netting. So it is chicken poop soup in here because it's kind of wet, but
actually inside it's the
dry.
coop is fine.
Yeah, no, it's dry. But if you look up here, guys, look, see the netting is still all the way up here, and nothing can get in here. Now, granted, a snake or something, sure, but So far, so good.
We got 3 more eggs over here.
Yeah, they're not freeloading. I'm going to save them for Abraham. He loves coming out and getting them.
I'd say we're getting about 3 to 4 eggs every...
Woo! I almost fell in the poop soup.
2 days, I'd say. So it's roughly about 1 to 2 eggs a day.
Yeah.
That we're getting, so...
And then we just put this, I call it hog wire. It's actually something else. But
it's hardware cloth is what it's called. But
I call it hog wire because my dad always used to call it hog wire, and some things just stick. So anyway, we put the hardware cloth right here on the window so that way the chickens won't come from inside and stand here and poop all over the place. They can still get up here, but they're not anymore because it's harder for them to get up here.
That's a high jump.
It's a high jump for them. They're not. So we closed that off for them. And there was another question about, like, are we going to close it off? We will eventually, but probably not this winter because honestly, it's not necessary. This area doesn't get so cold to where the chickens are going to die freezing. Many folks that we're friends with that raise chickens out here, they just use hoop coops, which essentially is a cattle panel and maybe a pallet framing on the bottom and a tarp going over the top, and they are perfectly happy and fine out here. So the palace that they have is already like above and beyond, like they're 100% good. So
and that's it creates a lot more airflow because they do poop inside of the houses, if you guys don't know that already.
Yeah, they do.
So with all that poop and any moisture or anything else, you do want airflow.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing. The way that we're building our cabin is trying to stop all of that airflow through the sheathing and everything else. But if you don't do that, then you sort of want some airflow, so that way if it does get wet, it can dry out.
Yep.
And not only that, it won't, mold or create any other bacteria hazard.
Well, it can give them like respiratory problems.
It give them respiratory problems. There's a lot of issues with that.
Yeah.
So we opted to do that number right there. We will be, like she said, covering them, but the size of the holes and everything else, it will create a little bit more airflow. And if we absolutely need to, I've got some sheets of wood that I can go zap up there.
Oh yeah, but they're happy and they're doing really well. And I'm happy that we were able to finish out that project. We also finished out the dog's house as well, and we put all the siding and stuff on it. We didn't get to do the roofing. We might have enough roofing materials. I think we need 1 more sheet of metal, though.
I think it's literally one sheet. It might be 2 sheets, but I think it is 1.
I think it's 1. When I was over there looking and measuring and stuff, I'm like, dang it, we're like a sheet shy.
Well,
but it's okay. So for now, though, the dogs do have a tarp over the top of it, which is keeping the water from out of it. And having the siding all around is keeping it nicer for the wind. Yep. But the dogs that use that, those are our winter dogs, so they're good.
Like yesterday, it was raining like hard.
It was.
And they were still outside, just hanging out.
Just chilling in it.
Just, looking at us like, what? It's raining? I don't care. Like,
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Like, I'm just sitting there looking at them like, you guys have a doghouse. Like, you guys could be out of the weather, but yet you guys rather just sit in the rain.
They like it. I think that they'll use it more, honestly, probably in like the summer, just for the shade.
They probably will use it more in the summer.
But
this
everybody's
morning,
happy though. They're good.
Yeah, this morning I woke up, and I was expecting to, pop my head out and be like, all right, the dogs are in their doghouse. No, they were literally curled up into a ball, all 3 of them together. Right in the middle. In the mud too. In the mud.
And look at our white dogs are all.
They're muddy.
Yeah, they're muddy.
They're brown.
Muddy dogs. Muddy dogs. They're gonna need a bath. But I'm not doing it right now. Pointless.
By the time you give them a bath, you throw them out, they'll be muddy again.
Yeah.
So.
Well, today, friends, Gary and I do have to go to town because, as we had talked about on either Real Talk or our live stream, something, I'm not sure, we mentioned how we got a call about the windows. So today is going to be a very eventful day, going and picking up those windows, and we'll have them here and we'll be able to install them pretty quickly.
We've got 80 2x4s out of those 85 of them are treated. And then we also have 20 zip boards back in the truck that we got to unload.
Yep.
Before we go to town.
Yep. So we're going to have to cut this real talk. We're going to get to work unloading all the lumber, getting ourselves all ready to go to town, pick up our windows, and see what else we can get into today. We're going to be vlogging all day today. So whatever happens, I'll put out on a video for you guys, hopefully tomorrow, and catch you guys back up, get everybody all caught back up now that the battle was won.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. Oh, you guys want to know what it was? I'm sure curious minds do want to know. Real quickly, because you know I can be long-winded. I'll try to summarize. So essentially, how that video, how I was planning on filming it is exactly how we put it out, where Gary and I were going to be walking around and doing some sort of like storytelling, and I was going to be adding in the video footage to kind of like piece it all together. Make a long story short, the video file where Gary and I were walking around and doing the main talking was the first file that I put on the timeline. And that file was actually corrupted because we have been playing swappy with the memory cards into game cameras and different cameras and stuff. And I didn't do a full formatting to it after it went from the game camera to the GoPro camera in the camera. So long story short, the file itself was corrupted, and my workaround for it was I had to convert that particular file into a different frame rate and a different thing, which took me 4 days to figure out that that's what I needed to do. Yeah. So that's what I needed to do. And it seems now, like when I put out Real Talk and when I got that video going, it seems like everything is working well, and I can't blame Windows 11, and everything's going to be going good. So let's hope that it keeps going that way, and that the video that we record today will be an easy edit and I can get it out for you guys tomorrow. But pray for me. It's a battle in the matrix. Computers and technology, man. I freaking grr. But we got to get busy. We got to get busy here in the real world. We got to unload the truck, and we got to get moving into town, pick up our stuff, and see where else this day takes us. We've got a pretty big to-do list. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Until the next one, you guys. We love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.